New Forest Koi Farm. We're busy today. It has been hectic. So we thought we'd give you a quick one. Ooh, matron. But the first lot have gone out. In fact, one lot has already been collected and no doubt is already in the system, swimming around to their heart's content. But there is 17 boxes going out today.
19 lots today, 20 lots tomorrow,
And
20
then
lots collected over the week, and then 20 next Wednesday and 20 next Friday. It's all perfect.
perfect. Are you happy with the way they're looking?
Yeah. Could not have done any more.
Sweet, that's all we want to know. How are we doing, everyone?
So, yeah, we
And
are.
go on, tell them about the eggs. They only spawned one Monday, and we got eyes already.
Yeah, the stuff we did Monday morning's well-eyed.
Yeah.
And the stuff we did yesterday's just eyeing up now. So, yeah.
Flying along.
Not as far as you see, we've not got a single completely duff batch.
Nope. Well, we did on the first one, didn't we?
Yeah, that was the Sankeys from one lot of the Sankey, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So all good, yeah. I mean, but the problem is I've got to move in. I'm moving any orange-based fry that are in with showers. I've got to move out.
Yeah.
So the Deutz, Gimrin, Goshki, Kikasui, Benny Komomryu, and Akamatsubas.
Yeah.
I've all got to move to. I'm just trying to get ponds sorted. Good.
Yeah, we've emptied and scrubbed and started. Well, we've refilled one already, haven't we?
So could be a lot of grading to do next week.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
We're going to go black blind.
Yeah, because we've got Deutsch shower, Ginrin shower, normal shower, Shiratsuri 2 lots, Hiatsuri times the big lot. All going to want the black fry sorting out in the same 48 hours.
Yep.
Not going to happen.
So literally, it'll be a bowl, and you'll see black and you'll see white, and all the white ones go down the hole, and then all the black ones get kept. They go out to a pond.
They
The white ones.
Yeah, they can't go.
They're not going out to the pond, are they? Are they staying in here? You're gonna have
I'm
to.
stuck.
Shit.
Ponds, they can't go out. Yeah.
So we are going to need filters on the ponds, aren't we?
No, I've got to get. Once these ground show ones are gone, because we've one empty pond. And then, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, a good problem to have.
Yep.
So the koi pond's filling up, but that's going to take a best part of a week.
Yeah.
So nothing's going out for 3 weeks. So the black fry that are going to go out there have got to stay in here for 3 weeks. So yeah, we're here by a noisy pump. That's going to all you'll hear on that is a noisy pump. So yeah, I'm going to feed. These can have a feed now.
Yep.
They'll have a feed. My 200 will have a big feed. I might just give them the whole lot.
He's a cheating fucker, isn't he?
Shut up, where's yours?
Up shop.
In a bag.
In a bag, ready to go.
So yeah, we're probably going to be giving people between, everything's gone out to theirs 125 to 140. So there's extras. Because we've got enough, hopefully, to do a pond full. So yeah, everyone should have plenty. So
Good.
yeah.
Exciting times.
Yeah.
And the old chat group's been going mental all day, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it just now it come down to what the quality parent combination do, and what people do with them, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Like, literally, yeah. I mean, even these these are cooler, and they're still, when I give them food, they're still going to go mad. So, yeah.
Well, it was only about 20 minutes ago. There was a bag with some frying over there, wasn't there? No airstone. 2 bags.
Just 2 bags that I count. We did too many. I don't know how many were going out today.
But they've been sat in there for a few hours and not a thing wrong with them.
The oxygen demand for fry lats negligible. It's not a problem. 100 fry in a bag. So yeah, we are flying along. Dave's hopefully got water going to the koi pond. We'll have to check that in a minute.
It should be.
And Rick's just about to feed these.
Yeah, they can have a dribble.
Only a dribble, because these will be going out tomorrow, won't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so with fry we can get it's a balance between starving them and feeding them. If I don't feed these now, they'll kill 10% of these will be killed overnight.
Just by,
Just by the big ones biting the tails off the little ones and whatever.
yeah.
So you can see.
One there.
Where's his head gone?
Yeah.
Another one floating about just down there. Look.
Yeah.
With
So
no
yeah,
head.
So yeah, they're getting
your
chomped.
small wispy ones are a lot smaller.
They're getting chomped.
Yeah, we should be able to get. They're nice.
Nice mix of fish. There's not a great deal of separation on them though, is there?
Doesn't look like a lot, but yeah, they're pretty good at.
Jeff's just come in, home safe.
There you go. So Jeff's got his into a pond with some live food already, isn't he? Off to a start.
You got yours in yet, Jeff, or are they just floating still? So for those that are going to be receiving the fry, how long would you recommend they float the bag for?
Within 10 minutes of water. There's so little water in the bags really that it will equalise pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Open them up and pour them out. Don't try and catch them out. Well, just pour the whole lot in your tank. The water might be a little bit, but we do a lot more damage trying to catch the fish out than just putting the whole lot in. So, yeah, pour them in, and they'll go straight. If you've got food in there or whatever, they'll be straight on it. So,
And they can go straight onto the dry food, can't they?
well, they'll eat it, yeah. But it's
They'll eat
it's a
it,
big
but
change. If you can have live food and the dry food together for a while, you won't have the problems of them
yeah,
getting A, water quality, and B, they quite often eat a lot of the dry food and then
it blows them up. Yeah.
It's not great. Like anything. Bit of a mix.
Variety.
So, I've probably got to get another couple of thousand sorted out in the morning to go with these
Yeah.
tomorrow. And then, yeah, those that are having later might get slightly bigger fish.
Well, there's no might, is it?
Well, there is, because I used the biggest pond full today. So the biggest ones have gone out today and tomorrow. So the smaller ones will catch up.
Right.
So everyone, it should be as fair as it can be without
Yeah.
people like Vince picking the bag he wants. Ooh, that's a winning bag. You should have gone blind. I shouldn't have let you.
Stu, I'm really sorry, bruv, but Carl said you can't have them till Friday.
There's a problem.
He's already been through yours. He took all the big ones out of your bag.
Look at all that food. Stuart said just grab the bag on the way out. Yeah, but mate, they need to be in a box because, you know, don't want to go killing them. You fucking know it.
So yeah, we're down to zero.
Was that half for 50 quid?
So yeah, something like that.
So Stuart said, don't worry about the box, that delays it. Yeah, so these bags, how much? 550 grams in that bag, 50 quid for that bag.
I don't think we sell them for 50 quid. But we were selling them at all. You know?
No, you don't.
Such a balls ache to get older sometimes.
Well, it caused headache last year, didn't it?
Yeah, good old customs. So,
And Stuart says, why does this brine shrimp not look like that? Probably because you've not got as many brine shrimp in there as what like Rick has.
doesn't matter what you do, it should be bright, it should be orange.
Should be orange.
Should be orange.
How are we doing, Steve?
Yeah, I think our problem is because we've not used the heaters the last 2 nights. Well, it's been a bit cold the last 2 days.
So I haven't got the heater on mine yet, but my long block's sitting at 30 degrees air temperature.
I ain't got a heater on mine either.
Yeah.
I can't. Rick's got all my heaters.
You don't have enough bloody plugs on.
Huh?
You don't have enough plugs on.
Fucking Hydro ones did. They come with pre-fitted plugs, you tit. So how much of that is dead, is cyst carcasses, carapaces, whatever you want to call it, when the bit they pop out of?
0.01%. All
So-
the dead stuff's in there. That's the whole point.
Goes to the top.
All this stuff that's floating on the top.
There's a tiny, you get a tiny amount compared to what's in there.
Mate, look at that. It's like soup. Like soup.
So yeah, like those ones up there are back on the feeder.
Yeah.
I'll put this in and they'll disperse a bit. And within an hour, as soon as they've eaten the shrimp, they go back to the feeder. So you know that they're clearing up 25 quid worth of shrimp in about an hour and a half at the minute.
And half a kilo of food a day.
And yeah, a lot of food in the feeder. And probably 500 of their little mates.
Yeah, read it. That's these ones up here. Look. This is the fry mix for the 6 to 8 week olds. And as you can see, they're all gathered round the feeder. And then, like Rick said, once the brine shrimp goes in, they'll sort of like even out. But then once the brine shrimp's gone, shoo, they'll all be back down here around the, well, as you can see, look. You see it hitting the surface, look.
You might have to put a big cage through this because there's some 1 to 2 inch ones.
Yeah, there is. There's a few of them around the bottom, look. See, what you got to do is you got to look through the ones that are on the top to the bottom, and that's where you find all your bigger ones.
Yeah, that's just solid.
Solid brine shrimp. Look, you can see them coming down, look.
There's a school of them coming out. They sit under the feeder, so they come
Yeah.
out with a big swarm.
You can actually see the brine shrimp buzzing about in the water, can't you?
Yeah. Probably can't pick it up on camera properly.
Yeah, the main reason we got a split in this one was because there was 12 different ponds of fish
Went into here.
that went into here that were all at different stock densities, so they're all different sizes. So yeah, so the big ones have flown on; they're already bigger. But they're there. They're ticking along. there's a lot of the Dainichi Kahaka in it because that's what they hatched in it, didn't they?
Yeah.
So bulk of these little ones are those little Kahaka.
So how long do you say it will take them to devour that? About an hour, hour and a half?
I reckon they'll be back, yeah. So they kind of ignore, you see the food coming out of the feed now, they're ignoring it.
You see it?
Big fat Sankey.
Yeah, big fat Sankey. A couple of big fat Sankeys, isn't there? Oh yeah, look.
Look at that one down the bottom here, then. These are massive, great big things.
Big old Sankey.
Yeah, so the Tamora Sankeys had the lowest stock density. So they were the biggest fish when they went in here.
Yeah.
And that just then accelerates them.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
it's fine, we'll get plenty, we'll side grade them when they go out.
Look at that one.
Very full bit.
Yeah. Territory. Stu says to steal a bag of that. Mm. Right. This will get cleaned out now, flushed through, and then Rick will put another 50 quid's worth of brine shrimp in there.
Not for much longer. Because that's going into 2 ponds really now, isn't it?
No, he didn't, Rob.
Ah, the picture, he just sent me something. I did see it earlier on WhatsApp.
See, tell you.
Something
He's got the brain capacity of a demented fucking goldfish. I tell you what. Hey, don't be tight. Nice little cloud there. Look at them, they're going ape shit in there. Because it's caught up in the hose pipe.
So these are much more even size. So yeah, these are going to come towards the air.
Oh, me, that one looks good. Who scrubbed that then, Rick? No, you only need one scoop. Go and put them in put that in the other one. This is where Rick's got his.
Yeah, these are coming up beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah. Jeff said fish are in.
In and feed it.
Oosh. Big cloud. You can caught a few fried then, didn't you?
Can't help but catch fry, can you?
Isn't it?
Every bucket you scoop is full of fry.
God, look at all them black ones.
Sankey. Baby soon be going mental.
Baby soon be going mental. Going mental Mickey.
Yeah, these are going to be tamed by the time they go out next week. These are going to be chasing up and down the pond like idiots. So, yeah.
So you guys that are getting yours next week, You got a little bit of an advantage.
No, they haven't.
Yes, they have, because you will do everything in your power to keep these alive.
Well, of course they will.
So that means they will get fed plenty of food in the right density, etc., etc., etc. They're even getting clay chucked into the pond now as well. You lot are fucking getting spoiled, I tell you. Not like us lot on the first batch.
Just water in that pond again. We started filling that pond, but I didn't mend the big hole in the bottom.
No, I know you didn't, you tit.
I needed sun. There's so much cracks in the sun, but just clean that out. So we are.
What do you mean, Stu Bob? But he says, can you break down the colours? Black, white, etc., as in on the frying.
Yeah, but you can't. So the Benny pattern isn't really formed yet. So they look orangey, but so they you can't do any sort of grading yet. You can see those that are going to have soon and those that aren't.
So other than body deformities, there's
There
no.
ain't none. There ain't none. I don't know why people go on it. Look at,
No, but I mean, as they go through in the next couple of weeks,
look at them. There is not
there
a
isn't.
deformed fish in there.
There is not.
There is strong.
Stuart's saying what ones would the coloured ones turn into? So, yeah, your black and white ones with orange, that's going to be a Sankey. But if it's all black, if it's all red with black, then it's going to be an Akabeko.
Yeah, but you can't even see that on these yet. The Sumi's going to overtake them and then drop back, and then you'll start to see the Benny patterns. And we'll do that first cull in about 3 weeks.
And we'll do it on camera. There's one in that net still.
One in there.
Could have been a show winner.
Could have been a show winner. There you go. It's got a reprieve.
And there's another one in there.
Oh, Rick.
He won the show winner.
No.
But yeah, at this stage, I mean, you can see that
Yeah,
the
everything's
tail
there.
tube, the gill shape, the head shape, everything's fine. If you find that after 3 weeks they're bent to buggery,
Well, they've got flared gills.
yeah, there's something that's going on in the environment since. And you could turn these straight fish incredibly funny shapes with, not so much lack of stuff, it's more
If you overdo it.
overdo it with the high protein foods, have a health problem, easy done. Right, we've got to move some grids and eggs because I need to get stuff moved.
The ponds are kicking on, mate.
So what you got left to move over? Say again.
Keep the two, we've got to go next door.
Yeah.
Put the shearos in this one, we ship 2 lots of shearos together.
Yeah.
They're near hatch. So the shearos are going to hatch on 2 different days. Can't help that. 2 different females.
Yeah.
But I can't have the shearos hatching there, and I can't have these hatching here. So these have got to be shifted right now.
No, I'm going to leave that to you. I ain't risking touching them.
We'll probably go down to 2/3, yeah. 'Cause I mean,
So, with these being close to hatch, this won't affect them at all.
what they moved.
Yeah. With the water makeup being different.
Not any different because it's come from that pond there, which is they're getting maybe a 2-degree temperature drop, but
Yeah.
no difference to be fair.
So it's only in them that first few hours sort of thing that they're very fragile.
When?
The eggs, because you know they're about a day away from hatch and they're being moved from.
Yeah, but they don't like being shocked. I mean, we'll end up killing some, moving them, but it will only be a small percentage.
Yeah.
But it's better than being in the wrong pond,
Well, yeah.
and I'll be snookered. But yeah, so in this pond here, I'm going to hatch three different parent sets. But
So
they
you
can
got-
all live together. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
It's not best. But I can't. The Deutschkin and Goshki grow slower, so they've got to stay on their own.
Yep.
And obviously, all the black-based stuff's got to stay on its own.
Are you keeping the normal Goshki on their own?
Yeah, because there's
Like the Deutsch there's
they're slow ground, but there's a lot of them. They warrant a whole pond.
yeah.
So we want to have a good crack at Goshki this year.
Yes, we do. No, because we didn't get any last year really, did we? Did a spawning, but we didn't get a lot from them. Not that we're good keepers anyway. Yeah. As you look at the pond, you can see that there isn't a ball of fish underneath the feeder. It's all evenly spread across the pond.
Well, up here in the water, this is the brine strip will get kicked up. Come back out the filter down there.
Yeah. And again, it's that movement of it, isn't it?
Yeah, they hunt by sight.
Yeah. We did actually video these earlier, and you can, when we zoom in, you can see the eyes. I wouldn't even attempt to do it on the live because it'll end up going all pixelated on you. So you'll have to check out today's video when it drops later. Again, in here, nice even spread.
Yeah, they'll concentrate around
They'll concentrate around the air stone, because the air stone will pull the brine shrimp in and then puff it back out again. That's
good.
That's how I tend to feed my my powder and my crumb foods. Drop it in the air stone. Imitate that free range movement that they would get from, be it Daphnia or brine shrimp.
So what we do, so these now can be spread round. So this is the Deutsch
Goshki,
shower.
Deutsch shower.
These will be hatching tomorrow.
So for those that are not in the know, how do you know that these are going to hatch tomorrow?
Because
How can you be so definitive with the fact that tomorrow they will hatch?
A, because I know the temperature and how long it takes, but B, showers develop a black spine, so they eye up first.
Yeah,
After 48 hours you get eyeballs, then the next 24 hours you get a black spine in those that are going to be black, and you can see it on these. 40% of the eggs have now got black spines.
we'll have to try and
And
get
that
that
will,
on video then.
Yeah, that you just know that when you got black spine at this temperature, 24 hours they'll be hatching.
Right. And what about the Goshki?
They were done the same day, weren't they?
They were done the same day, but is there an indicator in the egg? Like,
No, you don't get any, they just look eyes and then they hatch.
right.
So, yeah. But obviously we know the temperatures and know roughly when and it doesn't matter, they hatch when they hatch, and we'll take the grids out as soon as they hatch, so all the dead eggs get taken away again. Plan.
The only fry setup that has a filter on it is this one, mate. But it is still being aided with bags of zeolite. major cage over the pump. So yeah, yes, you can put a filter on them, and I would recommend putting a filter on. But as long as you make sure that the fish cannot end up in the filters, because otherwise you will end up losing quite a lot. He's rocking it. He's rocking it. Yeah, rock a roller. You didn't bring your pole, did you? So what's in this one?
So what I can do, you see, is a trick for you. That pond's colder.
Yeah.
It's got more fresh water in it. Fish I've just moved was spawned the day before those ones on the Benicamon route. So if I leave these overnight and them overnight, they'll develop faster. Then I'll move them into that pond, and their hatch time will be much closer. Thus, a more even
Ooh.
spread, mate.
Get you in, posh and everything.
Right.
Right, where's that hose gone? I want a slurp. $4 mil hole. I don't know. I'll ask Ricardo. Ricardo, Stuart's asking, will a 4 mil hole stop them getting through? No.
We'll go through. Well, I don't know how big 4 mil is, but no, I'd expect them to go through those shorter bags up there would be the smallest. So the mesh I got on that is one of those shorter bags.
Oh, one of these that have got the...
Yeah, there's an empty one up there, look. Yeah, there's one up there.
What's that?
That filter bag, I don't know how big a hole that is. That's the smallest.
I would say it's a, what, 2 mil hole?
Not that, Dave.
What?
Fuck me, that's
That's
fucking
fucking.
20 microns, mate.
Which little bag?
This, I've got it in my hand, Dave.
I'd say that's 2 mil.
This might be bigger
3
than 2 mil.
possibly.
It's bigger than 2 mil, isn't it?
Whatever size that is, I haven't got massive fingers. It's the smallest, smallest. That or finer.
Yeah.
Some of the tiny ones will still go through that, but yeah. But if that's so, what we do is we put flow core in there, pump in there, seal it up so you've got a big area, and then also you're just sucking water from everywhere, and the fry can't get in to the pump, and they don't get sucked to the pump. A lot of people make a mistake of putting a fine mesh around the pump,
Yep.
and where the impeller is, that sticks to it, and then the fry stick to that. You need to
Bulk it out a
make
bit.
the area bigger. And to be fair, these ones, we purposely put it up on these grids when I first start it to make sure it's not big, because the fry will get sucked up and pumped into there.
Yeah.
So you know when you got it wrong, because there's loads of dead fry up on there.
Mhm.
And obviously if there isn't, you've got it right. So, oh, chilies are loving it. They love it once you get going, don't they? I'm going to get a load more in there. Ones in the Munger tunnel are flying now, aren't they?
Have we got any hot ones?
Not mega hot.
But we got hot.
If we get hot, pretty good.
Hot enough for a chili challenge?
No.
No? Ah.
So yeah, so this whole pond's now DK Shiro's in there.
Oh, bless you, Andrew. Andrew says that you explain things so idiots like him can understand it.
So yeah, I can now spread these out a bit.
And what we got in there, down that end?
This is the Shinoda Heat Series.
Mm-hmm. Shinoda, baby. Is this the OXO line, is it?
This is the new OXO Gravy granules.
Yep, the OXO Gravy Hiyatsuri line.
What we don't want is these going down in the sump like that.
Yeah, because it's too deep.
It's too deep. When they hatch, they'll get trapped. There's too many bags down there, they'll get trapped.
Right.
Fine now.
And has that happened because the air stones pulled them across the...
Yeah, because they get weighted and the ponds naturally head to the sumps.
Yeah.
So at the minute, you heading down that way.
So would we better put the air stone in the corner?
No. Lesson 101, if every air stone isn't in the sump, you'll get all the ammonia build up in the sump. And the fry will end up in there and you kill them all. Heavy, it sinks.
Right, so having the air stone in the sump stops that from happening.
It just moves it about. So if you imagine you've got a very small amount of ammonia in here, but it all ends up in a very small part of the pond, bad, because the fish will end up there too. Whereas if you put that in the deepest part, not only does it regulate the temperature across the whole pond, you're not going to have that potential of having a really horrible bit of water sat there.
Right.
Because we haven't got the turnover or whatever. So yeah, every single air stone is in every sump, every pond.
Yep.
This one is topping up. Someone put a hole in this one when they cleaned it out. Not a problem. What we'll do is we'll link these three together and put fresh water for them.
Yeah.
Bring them all up. So this is all Momotaro, the big Momotaro shower.
Yep.
In there. So yeah, we should. Like, we've got so many black flies, these will hatch.
Oh no. It's going to be awesome. Oh, Dave, careful.
Careful, we'll put half a kilo of food out.
Fucking
We
half
don't even
kilo.
want it.
They're fucking coming over.
Too busy eating up the ocean.
So yeah, and we run these twice a day. These running 24 hours a day because it's light now. At the minute, it's pretty much light 24 hours a day, and these will feed 24 hours a day. So why would you not maximise? Same as the fry ponds out there.
Yeah.
Give them extra. Otherwise, you end up with just missing quite a big growth window.
Mm-hmm.
Live food, they just eat it as and when they want it all the time.
Yep.
But yeah,
Almost, that's 4 o'clock.
I've not even done the jump boards. Dave, did you check the water's going in the koi pond, or did Sean do that?
I think Sean's been down there.
Right.
Well, ladies and gentlemen.
See Sean come in and put 2/3 of the bag in.
Yeah, I know. He's a tight ass, isn't he? Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of the day where we have to say thank you very much for joining along. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, and all that shemizzle. Rocky Boy's there. Lesser spotted ones behind me. I've been Twisted Koi. You lot out of there, you know you're great, and we will see you this evening with a short video. Have a good day, guys.
Gonna cover these.